Would you still do what you're doing if no one clapped? What do I mean by that? I mean that are you doing things because you want external validation from other people, or are you doing things in a way that because you know deep down in here that it's the right thing to do? If you're a Christian, are you doing things because you know it pleases or glorifies God in what you do? Or are you secretly doing it because you want other people to notice? You want other people to see you doing what you're doing. So, first of all, I have been through this process myself. I set myself a financial target, and one day I achieved my targets. I had some level of financial security, going from having not much money for all my life to suddenly not having to worry about money all the time. It was great. And I decided to buy, I wanted to buy designer clothes. I wanted to indulge in consumerism. And again, the question is, which I now know the answer is, why? Well, I did it because deep down I wanted other people to view me as successful. Probably more so than anyone, I wanted my parents to view me as successful because they never supported what I did or what I chose to do. And so there was that deep thing within me that I wanted to look like I'd achieved things when in actual fact I had not. So I've been there, I know what it's like. When it comes to business and marketing, you're always bragging about the results you've got and the case studies and how I made this person this much money and how I made that person this return on investment in this many days. And honestly, pride comes through. Pride rears its ugly head if you're not careful, and it just descends. And then you reach a point where you think, am I doing this for my own benefit, or because I'm doing this because I know it's the right thing to do and for the benefit of other people? And you will justify it to yourself. Well, I justify it to myself, but I'm doing this for the purpose of the business, I'm doing this for the purpose of other people. Well, in actual fact, I was doing it for myself, for my own self-interest. And ultimately, when things got hard in the business, I found no meaning or purpose in what I did. Couldn't justify putting the money in, the time, the effort, everything. And then I ended up just closing my marketing agency, and that was the end of it. Now contrast that to where I'm at now. I have rooted my identity in what it means to become Christ-like in what I do, and I actively try to become Christ-like in what I'm doing on the day-to-day basis, which is the pursuit of excellence in my ability, my character, my integrity, operating on extravagant love, which is how can I be the biggest blessing to as many people as possible today, operating on humble service, which is an essential part of what you do, because it helps you remember that all of the opportunities and things that you have is not down to you, and operating through the mindset of humble service keeps that nasty pride at bay, which is always destructive. It's operating on radical generosity without expecting anything in return, because you know that it pleases God or to glorify God, and it's having integrity in what you do, even if it goes against your self-interest. And I do this on a day-to-day basis, rooted in my life and business vision, which is rooted in God, which is eternal, perfect, and timeless. So I know it's my solid foundation, and then I'm doing things in my business to impact as many people as possible in the best way that I can do that, which has instantly flipped it from me of doing things for external validation to doing things because secretly I know that it's the right thing to do and it pleases and glorifies God. And so two key examples here of my own personal experience is first with the videos that I'm recording now at the Kingdom Impact Lab, that I've recorded 30, 40, 50 videos, several hours over several weeks, months. No one's watching the videos. It doesn't bother me at all yet, because I view each video as I'm getting a little bit better at what I do. I'm viewing each video as a way to help me understand and develop my own knowledge, which will allow me to communicate and articulate and teach things better in the future. I don't know if anyone will ever watch one of the videos and find a little nugget which will have an impact on them, so I want to do it just in case. Compare that to with my marketing agency, Freedom with Marketing, where I did the videos following a script, supposed to follow a script, but I never could, and it was, I just lost interest and motivation because no one was viewing the videos, and I was measuring my own success based on that. Whereas now I record the videos if no one's watching, because I know I'm getting better at what I do. I know it's going to benefit me in the future. I know it's going to help me impact more people in the future, and I know that someone might come back at some point in the future, see something I say, and it might impact them. Another example is with running, and running in many ways is a selfish hobby and a selfish thing to do. So I've been thinking of how can I become Christ-like in running, and one thing that I came up with is that if you're doing an event like a trail run and you see litter, pick it up. No one's going to see it, but it pleases God that you're doing it because you know it's the right thing, and that's one thing that I did. Nobody knew that I did it on the course, didn't tell anyone. Why would you just pick the litter up and put it in the bin? But I do it because I know deep down it's the right thing to do, and I know that my actions are pleasing God. So the question is that if the applause stopped tomorrow and people stopped praising you and complimenting on what you have achieved, would you still do it? If the answer is no, maybe you need to reevaluate what your priorities are and try to realign who you are here with what you're doing externally. Because if you're doing things, if you would not continue to do something when the applause stops, it suggests a misalignment between who you are and what you're doing. That's all. See you next time.